That's exactly right. Let's bring in Douglas Holtz-Eakin, an economist with the conservative think tank American Action Forum, also former economic advisor to the late Senator John McCain and former director of the CBO. So, sir, the president keeps selling this to the American people. And look, China's doing a lot of bad stuff that's bad in terms of, you know, trade transfers, et cetera. But my point here is the president keeps saying we as a country are getting all of this money from these tariffs. Here he was just in February making that point.
Yeah, well, the tariff...
China's paying us right now billions and billions of dollars of tariffs a month. Every month, billions of dollars. I love it, personally. I love it.
It's not how it works, is it?
No. Those tariffs are paid by the American people. There's no question about that. And my concern about the next round of tariffs is these were constructed to be relatively modest at the beginning, not very disruptive. As he escalates, we're going to hit more products that are important to the American economy. The impact's going to be larger. If you think about what he's proposing, it's raising $30 billion in tariffs right now in the second quarter. That's like having a $120 billion tax increase in each year. I don't think anyone would argue that's a good thing for the U.S. economy. So they've ended up in a position where legitimately they want to get China to reform its trade practices. I don't think anyone disagrees with that. But the only tactical approach they have is tariffs. And so that's not a great position where all you can do is inflict harm on yourself to get a deal.
Does the president not know that tariffs are actually paid by the American people, or is he comfortable sharing a falsehood and repeating a falsehood?
I don't know the answer to that, but it certainly isn't correct what he's saying. And it's certainly not the case, as he has repeatedly said, that tariffs are good for the U.S. economy. They are the reason that we've had stronger economic growth. There are other reasons to have that growth, things he's done, tax policy, regulatory policy. The tariffs have hurt that, and they have taken away from what would otherwise be an even stronger economy.
Let me ask you about this hitting the president's base, namely farmers. Not included in the jobs report is the pain the ag sector is feeling, the farmers are feeling. Farm income has dropped 50% since 2013, accelerating under the president. Politico had a fascinating piece this week that pointed out that a handful of economists at the ag department left because they felt like they were being retaliated against by the administration for putting out reports showing that these policies, like tariffs, are hurting American farmers. Do you expect these trade policies, additional tariffs, to really hurt the Midwest, the heartland, and these farmers even more?
Well, certainly the U.S. agricultural sector is one of our most internationally competitive sectors, so that any time we get into a situation like this where we have tariffs on China or previous to this on steel and aluminum, the retaliation is against those parts of the U.S. economy that are most effective internationally. That's what countries do. They protect themselves against effective competition. So it's not just the tariffs, it's the retaliation that's going to hurt the farm sector. And this is not a mystery. The president and the administration acknowledged it pretty openly by going to this old commodity corporation created in the Depression to get some money for the farm sector to offset the impact of the tariffs and retaliation. This just raises the stakes even higher. This is not good news for the American farm sector.
Douglas Holtz-Eakin, thanks very much.